This week's video is for the parents. I'm a parent, there's a lot out there, and I want to talk about one of the greatest skills, in my personal opinion, that you can teach your kids. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. This week I want to talk about something that we started implementing with our kids. My wife and I have a 7-year-old daughter, we have a 3-year-old son. We're working on this a little bit more with the 7-year-old than the 3-year-old, but it dawned on me last year. Actually, I was dropping my daughter off at school and there was a line, and the teachers are there, and I dropped her off, and the teacher said, how are you? And my daughter said, I'm doing great, how are you? And the teacher stopped us, and she was so impressed that my daughter actually took the time to ask her how she was doing. Most kids just said good, and they'd run off and they'd go to class. And the topic today is communication. I want to talk about communication because we live in a world now where people are just walking around staring at their phones, honestly, like a bunch of zombies. And we've lost that personal touch. We've lost that ability to communicate. And I think the next generation has lost that skill to have conversation. And so one of the things that we started doing in our own personal household, we live out of state, our family lives in different states. We don't have any family that lives where we live. So we talk to family a lot on FaceTime or over the phone. And how many of you know sometimes it's a struggle to get your kids to have conversation? And so one of the things that we've done in our house is the dessert that they get is dependent on how well they can carry a conversation, and that conversation is usually based upon the questions that they ask. And so we've been taking time to teach our kids how to ask good questions. And one of the questions that we taught our daughter how to ask is just to ask people, hey, what are you most excited about right now? Everybody loves to talk about themselves. If you're a leader, if you lead a team, if you guide people in any way, this is something, even if you don't have kids, this is all something we can get better at. We can all get better at communication. We can all get better at asking the right questions, good questions, listening, and learning how to respond. And so I'd be curious to find out from you, what is one of the greatest skills that you're trying to teach your kids? I'd love to learn from you. I'd love to brainstorm in the comments below. But communication is something, I believe it's an art. I believe it's going out of style, and we need to put some emphasis on it. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you next week.